The Persian democracy was not perfect. It was limited to the upper classes and did not include women or slaves. However, it was a significant step forward in the development of democracy. This video was made only for you, so please subscribe and watch it. Let's start. The Persian Empire was one of the largest and most powerful empires in history. It stretched from Greece and Egypt in the west to India in the east. The Persians were also one of the first civilizations to develop a form of democracy. The rise of the Persian Empire. The Persian Empire was founded by Cyrus the Great in 550 BC. Cyrus was a brilliant military leader who conquered a vast swath of territory. He was also a wise and tolerant ruler who respected the customs and traditions of the conquered peoples. After Cyrus's death, the Persian Empire continued to expand under his successors, Cambyses I, Darius I, and Xerxes I. Darius I is particularly notable for introducing a series of reforms that helped to unify the empire. He also built a network of roads and canals that made it easier to trade and travel throughout the empire. The Achaemenid Dynasty. The Achaemenid Dynasty ruled the Persian Empire for over 200 years. During this time, the empire reached its zenith. The Persians were not only militarily powerful, but they were also culturally and economically advanced. They developed a complex system of government, a sophisticated legal system, and a beautiful art and architecture. The Persian Empire was also a melting pot of cultures. People from all over the empire came to live in the Persian capital, Persepolis. This led to a cross-fertilization of ideas and a flowering of culture. The decline of the Persian Empire. The Persian Empire began to decline in the 4th century BC. The empire was weakened by a series of internal rebellions and external attacks. In 331 BC, the Persian Empire was conquered by Alexander the Great. After Alexander's death, the Persian Empire was divided into a number of smaller kingdoms. These kingdoms were eventually conquered by the Romans in the 1st century BC. The Persian democracy. The Persians were one of the first civilizations to develop a form of democracy. The Persian democracy was not a direct democracy like the democracy of ancient Athens. However, it was a more representative form of government than most other empires of the time. The Persian democracy was based on the idea that all citizens had a say in how the government was run. This was done through a system of councils and assemblies. The councils were made up of representatives from the different provinces of the empire. The assemblies were made up of all the citizens of the empire. The Persian democracy was not perfect. It was limited to the upper classes and did not include women or slaves. However, it was a significant step forward in the development of democracy. By llThe.